something here, but I can't see a thing in this light. The oil lamp's empty. I'm gonna have to fill it if I want some light. Shit. I hate playing with fire. I have no other choice. There we go. The lamp is lit. One more match and I would have cracked. Electronic lock. It keeps the door secured. That's it. The door's open. It stinks of chemicals. An autopsy table. Recently used. If Miller saw this, he'd faint dead away. Hernandez's blood. Shit, there's so much of it. That does not bode well. It's sealed. Box has everything he needs to shackle the victims. No visible marks. There's a bit of blood on the box. Copies of autopsy reports on the killer's victims. They're addressed to Paloma Hernandez. The killer must have taken them from the motel room. Size 7.5. These must be Hernandez's shoes. Hernandez's purse and lipstick. Looks like the lipstick was used to write with. Hernandez's purse and lipstick. Looks like the lipstick was used to write with. DVDs. Just a bunch of old movies. Looks like a few pages from a student thesis. No name, but it's on USC letterhead. USC's a university in Los Angeles, I think. I have to talk to Claire about this. It seems an interesting lead to follow.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I came across a few pages of a thesis on cinema on USC letterhead. USC's a university in LA, right? I think the killer was a student there.
It's a very interesting lead. I'll contact the university and get a list of possible candidates. Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
Collection of animal skulls. Are these trophies or objects of study? Both, I guess. The computer's on. This phone seems to be working. Damn, it's password protected.
It's not this.
Security system worthy of the paranoid. Not surprising. The computer's on. This phone seems to be working. This poor woman's body seems to have been here for a while. Ugh. One of her hands has been chopped off. This poor woman's body seems to have been here for a while. Ugh. One of her hands has been chopped off.
This can't possibly work. Bad idea.
Unbelievable. She's been dead for over 15 years. Why has this sicko preserved her body? There are lots of chemical products on this shelf. Enough to open his own lab. It's locked. Electronic lock. It keeps the door secured. There's nothing down here except for a rat. He seems to be in his element here. A terrarium. The snake that bit me must have been kept inside. This tap seems to be working. It'll be useful if I need water. There's been an explosion here. Looks like a stun grenade. The plate is covered with mud. I can't read the number. RZZ 354, New Hampshire. Claire could trace the plate number.
So, Vic, do you need to confide in your old friend Claire?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I found a plate number on an old truck. RZZ 354, New Hampshire.
I'll ask Kingsley to check it out. He can't refuse me anything. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
I'll get there. I just need a little more time.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found a computer, but the system's asking me for a password.
That's more IT's field. Hacking's not my strong suit.
All right, I'll cope. Yes, Claire?
I have a bit of information for you. The former owner of the truck remembers a name, sort of. Something like Parson or Carson or Manson. It's not much, but it's enough to exclude the rest of the phone book.
Nicely done, Claire. I better watch out. You'll have my job if I'm not careful.
In your dreams, I'll let you chase the villains. I'm just fine here behind my microscope. See you later. it. We have a name. Our suspect's name is David Carson.
Nice job, Claire. You're the best.
You could say that again. I love solving puzzles, but you're the one who found all the pieces.
We make a hell of a team. Finally, we have a solid suspect. Have you found a photo?
Not yet, sorry. I'm still searching. I'll call you back as soon as I have something.
Thanks again for your help, Claire.
I have nothing new to tell you, Agent McPherson.
Voila. It's open.
Well done, Garrus. Come on, Vic. Courage. Richard? Are you there? Richard? No one. As expected. Richard shouldn't get here for a while. That gives me the time to look around. A stove to warm up the long winter evenings. I've always wondered why Richard didn't get a proper radiator or something. This painting illustrates a tragic event in the life of my grandfather, Gus, and Ackerman's murderous madness. It's impossible to open. Photo of Richard as a child with his mother. Yes, that's Maria Valdez. It's locked.
It'll never work.
Richard took up sculpture. The results are terrifying.
It's not this.
The sink. No suspicious traces. Solvents. Better not drop a match. Stack of handwritten letters. I'll scan the most interesting with my smartphone. Bunch of rags. Nothing to write home about here. 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 Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Nothing to write home about here. Nothing of interest. Nothing to write home about here. A piece of black cloth. There are traces on it. It's the cape worn by the killer. Richard. Why? Nothing to write home about here. Henry Allen is the son of Beatrice and Mark Ackerman. Richard, you are the murderer's grandson. Nothing to write home about here. Nothing to write home about here. Nothing to write home about here. Nothing of interest. This painting illustrates a tragic event in the life of my grandfather, Gus, and Ackerman's murderous madness. This painting illustrates a tragic event in the life of my... Richard took up sculpture. The result... Richard took... Photo of Richard as a child with his mother. Yes, that's Maria Valdez. A stove to warm up the long winter evenings. I've always wondered why Richard didn't get a... Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Nothing to write home about here. Nothing of interest. Nothing to write home about here. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. page taken from Herbert Ackerman's confessions. So it's Richard who borrowed them from Harrison by pretending to be Zarkovic. Zarkovic. God, that's it. I remember where I've seen that name. It was in that email Richard sent me when I was in New Orleans.
You're already here? It's good to see you. Did you have a nice trip? I hope that your stay in Los Angeles was a success. Vic, you look strange. What's going on?
I found a page of Governor Ackerman's confessions in one of your drawers. Were you the one who went to see Inspector Harrison under the pseudonym Zarkovic?
That was an innocent bit of subterfuge. I was going to return the documents.
Richard, I know you're Mark Ackerman's grandson.
It's true. I found out when my grandmother died a little over 2 years ago. It was such a revelation for me. At that point, I'd pretty much given up on my career as an artist to focus on running the gallery. Mark Ackerman's work moved me deeply.
But you always said that you only discovered Ackerman's paintings recently. Why lie?
Well, because of the art director. After the auction where he bought some of the paintings, he made himself out to be the genius who exhumed a forgotten artist's work. I didn't want to lessen his moment of glory and risk alienating him. The gallery needs funding, you know.
I found a black cape in the closet. It looks remarkably like the one the killer wore. There's still blood on it, in exactly the spot where I wounded him.
I don't understand how it could have got here. The murderer must be trying to set me up. By casting suspicion on me, he gets at you.
In that case, you won't mind me taking this cape to have the blood tested. I could also have a little look to make sure you don't have any trace of a wound.
Come on, Vic. Don't you trust me? It's me, Richard. You're Richard.
I did trust you, but that's impossible now. Richard, I may have quit the FBI, but I'm still a profiler. My gut tells me I'm not wrong. It's you, Richard. You've committed these horrible murders. My heart can't believe it, but my head knows it's true. You're not saying anything. Why, Richard? Why all this madness, this hatred? I need to understand.
Open your eyes, Victoria. Let me show you something. Agent McPherson? Agent McPherson, are you all right?
Sorry, Garris. I was thinking of something else.
James Hawker's about to arrive. I'm going down to meet him. Can I leave you alone? Are you gonna be all right?
Everything's fine. I'll be right there. Come on, get a hold of yourself, Vic. Man, this room makes me nervous. The dumbwaiter shaft has been sealed. Looks like the fire started here. Looks Looks like the fire started here. Charred videotapes. An old surveillance console. Fisheye 460 F01. Seems to be working still. It's turned off. An outlet to plug in a power cord. Looks like someone tried to repair the console without success. Painting blackened by soot. It's locked. There's a trace on the railing. Someone was hurt here. Anderson's blood. He must have had a nasty encounter. So, his disappearance was the killer's doing. This electronic entryway has been short-circuited. Maybe Hernandez's work?
Hi, partner.
I'm going to leave you alone for a bit. You must have so many things to say to each other.
You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. In the charred room, there's a surveillance console. See if you can get it working.
Okay, I'm on it.
You haven't changed, Vic.
Neither of you, James. Still working the jeans and sneakers look?
I was never into uniforms. I can see that black's still your favorite color, huh?
So, you're working the TV angle now. I saw the tape with your interview.
I needed cash, that's all. Hernandez offered me a nice stack of bills. Remind me, what am I doing here?
We think our murderer is after you. The infamous East Coast killer, as the press calls him, wants you. You must be flattered.
And that's why you summoned me here? You could have just set a couple of big guys to keep an eye on my rather luxurious New York apartment.
I like to keep you where I can see you. Besides, you know our enemy. That's useful.
This whole thing is history. You know how I feel. Let's drop it. I'm going to pay a visit to this charming abode. See you later.
Nothing. Nothing. An outlet to plug in a power cord.
It's not this.
Nothing. An outlet to connect headphones or a speaker. Looks like someone tried to repair the console without success.
It's really amateur stuff. I should be able to do better.
We have a suspect, David Carson. We're making progress, Garrus.
Amazing. We're gonna stop him. You'll see. You can't evade the FBI forever.
Don't say mission accomplished just yet, Garrus.
If you could find a manual for the console, it would really help. Look for the Fisheye 42 model. The sheriff is being overzealous, but she's kind of charming.
Watch out, Garrus. Female cops are the #1 hazard, especially the ones who like to hoodwink the rookies. Painting blackened by soot. This electronic entryway has been short-circuited. Maybe Hernandez's work? An outfit like the one the killer wears. It's not my size. It's on, but it's still not working.
It's really amateur stuff. I should be able to do better.
Nothing. Looks like someone tried to repair the console without success.
Nice shack. A bit morbid, but it's got style. Have you found anything interesting in the house?
Clues proving Hernandez and the killer were both here recently, among other things.
This dump probably has a lot of secrets to reveal. I'll keep working on it. Go on with your investigation.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
Do you have any details on Hawker? What's he been up to since the FBI canned him?
I did a little snooping. He's been doing small security jobs. Claims to be a security consultant. I called one of his employers. He described Hawker as the solitary type. Doesn't trust his co-workers. Also, a few investigators let me know that they had been contacted by Hawker. He asked them a number of questions about the killer's latest murders.
Hawker has supposedly revealed information about the killer to Hernandez. Clearly, to his mind, he's still on the case.
Seems like he's really developed a bit of an obsession over this. Be careful with him, Vic.
Before he snapped, Hawker was an exceptional agent. Hopefully he's kept his investigative skills. Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
Nice shack. A bit morbid, but it's got style.
So, James, are you spending your retirement brooding over the past?
Not at all. I have a whole new life now. That whole thing is behind me.
Really? I heard you were continuing to investigate. And as far as I know, your social schedule is not what you'd call busy.
Don't start with me, Vic. Whose fault is it that I'm where I am? You betrayed me.
Some learn from their mistakes, James. Doesn't look like that's the case with you.
I admit, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have pulled the trigger. But I did it to further the investigation. You sabotaged that by denouncing me.
You know perfectly well that I wasn't the one who squealed to Internal Affairs. If I had, you would have been up for murder charges. All I did was refuse to cover up for you. You went too far, goddammit. Here, I'll profile you. You are egocentric, irresponsible, selfish, and paranoid.
And you are anal, rigid, authoritarian. And you've got the biggest mouth I've ever had the displeasure to encounter.
I could say the same about you. Can we talk? Listen, James, let's stop dwelling on the past. The killer is still out there, and this is our last chance of getting him as a team. Can we bury the hatchet? Paloma Hernandez may still be alive. She's counting on us.
Fine. We can't change what's happened anyway. So, this house is supposedly connected to the killer. I'm not surprised. It fits what I've been able to uncover. An isolated area far from the big urban centers. But it means the killer's got to travel to go hunting. I've made a major breakthrough on the killer's psyche. He's totally obsessed with film and cinema, and particularly with the actress Veronica Lake. You could see it in his videos. I'm convinced that he chooses his victims following criteria linked to his obsession.
There's evidence in the house that suggests the killer went to film school. That would confirm your hypothesis.
It was by catching an old movie again that I made the connection. It has to do with very small background details. That's why we didn't see it before.
Well, I have a name. Our suspect's name is supposedly David Carson. Claire's trying to dig up something about him.
We'll end up getting him, Vic. After all this time, we're gonna get him.
I'm at an impasse with the computer in the cellar. Can you give it a look? You've always been a bit of an IT guru.
Okay, show me what the problem is. Let's see. The system is well protected. It's impossible to enter without the password. Luckily, the killer's just crazy enough to use a significant password instead of choosing random characters.
Of course.
Let's try this. No, too simple. Veronica, maybe. No, it's not the right password. Yes.
Have you found the password?
Uncle Man. Veronica Lake's real name. The killer's obsessions are the key to his psyche. The contents of the computer are open to you. It's your turn to play now.
Photographs of the victims. The psycho's family album. Access control. Let's see what door I can open. If this file contains the killer's bank account number, the Chicago office could perhaps buy a new coffee maker. The killer's so crazy about movies, he must have left a camera on somewhere. A hallway with concrete walls. I haven't explored this place yet. I hope this worked. I'll just have to see.
If you want, we'll chat later. I'm taking notes.
It's really amateur stuff. I should be able to do better.
I've printed out the console manual. Have a good read.
And here we go. I'll have to do without video, but we should hear the sound broadcast by the surveillance mics.
Hello? Can you hear me?
It got cut off. Anyway, the console mic is not working.
That voice. It could be Hernandez.
If that's live, she must have heard the feedback when I turned on the system. But it could also be a recording. The console has recorded the voice. You can digitize the sound with your smartphone's analyzer.
Sounds like a radio broadcast. I think it's a local station.
I'm going to try to resolve an image, but it may take some time.
I have to talk to you, Sheriff.
There was a video where I could see Hernandez. She's not far, I'm sure of it. We have to get everything we can on the house.
As soon as the land registry staff has something, they'll contact me.
Have you found anything else on the Anderson case?
No. I looked all over the place. I've even used the metal detector, but all I found was a badge under the floor in the entrance hall. Anderson must have explored the house to see if there was anything of value. As far as I recall, he was the curious type.
If he ran into the killer, I'm afraid his curiosity might have cost him his life.
I have a proposition for you, Agent McPherson. Help me with the Anderson case, and I'll speed things up for you at the land registry. We might as well help each other rather than trying to trip each other up, right?
You're a goddamn opportunist. Okay, deal. I found Anderson's blood on the balcony upstairs. It's probably several months old. Everything I've seen leads me to believe that our killer murdered Anderson. Sorry, Sheriff. Your county has lost a voter.
Well, we know what happened to him. At least I can announce that the case is closed.
Hold back your tears. You don't want to get dehydrated.
You've kept your part of the bargain, Agent McPherson. Now it's my turn. Yes, it's Sheriff Holloway. I need some information on the house now. Yes, immediately. Are you sure? Okay, keep looking and let me know if you find anything.
Well, what do you got?
They found something interesting. An anti-nuclear shelter was built under the house in the 50s.
And where's the entrance to this shelter?
They're looking for up-to-date maps. According to their records, 2 shafts with steel hatches were dug in the ground.
Excellent. We're making progress. We just have to find the hatches. I might be able to find the radio station I heard on the recording.
This is a great one. Oh, wait, man. Amir? Hello. I just love you so.
You're on WHOZ. Enjoy the rest of our weekly country music show.
It's the same show. She's alive.
Who are you talking about? The reporter? I don't see the connection.
It's a live broadcast.
So?
Oh, drop it. The important thing is that Hernandez is alive. Somewhere. We have to find her before it's too late. I have to talk to you, Sheriff. You mentioned a metal detector. Can I use it?
Take the key to my car. The detector's in the trunk.
Thanks, Sheriff.
What wouldn't I do to stay in the FBI's good graces?
I wonder how this works. There's an instruction manual in the memory. I better look at it. No effect. Here's a pretty clear shoe print. This tire track is quite narrow. Doesn't look like a car tire. If I get in touch with Claire, she may be able to give me more details.
This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later. This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
Hi, Claire. I'm sending you a clue to test. A motorcycle tire track.
broken glass, like a windshield or car window. These tire tracks were left by a large vehicle. The tracks correspond to those of the pickup truck that was identified as the killer's. There's something here. A bare footprint. No effect. 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 Weird. The detector shouldn't react to an aluminum can. I have to get these boards out. They're nailed together. It's locked. Reference number on the plate. H103123.
If you want, we'll chat later. I'm taking notes.
A list of first names, including mine and Hernandez's. These seem to be the victims' names, but the last names don't match.
I bet this is somehow linked to the killer's obsessions. He must associate his victims with fictional characters.
I'm not sure I understand.
Ellen Graham, Dolores Greaves, they're all roles played by Veronica Lake. In the list you're connected to, the Letty Stanton character, the name doesn't match at all. Different motive. He's after you because he wants to eliminate everyone on his tail. Prior to vanishing, maybe.
If that's his plan, I don't have much time to stop him. I'll copy the list into my smartphone. I might need it later.
That's it. The anti-nuclear shelter is opened.
If you want, we'll chat later. I'm taking notes.